Powered by the Montana Television Network. Montana This Morning continues on Montana's News Leader.
Joe Biden has released a video explaining his actions after at least 7 women come forward saying the former vice president made them feel uncomfortable. I'm Laura Podesta. More on that video and a response from President Trump ahead.
Help after devastation. Is doing everything they can to help a ranch that helps veterans. I'm Cody Boyer here with that story and how the community is doing that.
Good morning to you. Welcome to your Thursday. It is 6:30. I'm Missy O'Malley with Chet Lehman. Matt Elwell will have our forecast here in just a moment. Our top story for you now that we've been following for the last few days. 7 women are now saying former Vice President Joe Biden made them feel uncomfortable with unwanted physical contact.
Biden released a video yesterday promising to be more mindful of other people's personal space. The CBS's Laura Podesta reports, though, one of those women noted that he didn't apologize in that video.
Former Vice President Joe Biden defended himself in a 2-minute video posted to Twitter.
I've always tried to make a human connection. That's my responsibility, I think. I shake hands, I hug people, I grab men and women by the shoulders and say, you can do this.
But he acknowledged that times have changed and the physical displays of affection he's known for are no longer acceptable.
I'll always believe governing, quite frankly, life for that matter, is about connecting with people. That won't change, but I will be more mindful and respectful of people's personal space.
In the past week, more than a half-dozen women have come forward with stories that Biden made them feel uncomfortable.
He leaned in further and planted this slow kiss on the top of my head.
Pulled me in and started rubbing noses with me.
DJ Hill says at a photo op in 2012, Biden moved his hand from her shoulder, down her back, and to her waist.
I was in shock.
She says the former vice president still has work to do.
It wasn't actually an apology, if you listen closely, but he kept saying he gets it, he gets it. For me, it's words, but it's also actions.
On Wednesday, President Trump was asked if Biden should apologize.
No, he's going to make his own decisions. He's very capable of making a decision.
He also wished the former vice president good luck. Laura Podesta, CBS News.
6:32 now. Biden isn't expected to officially announce his presidential candidacy until later this month at the earliest. But tomorrow he does make his first public appearance since these allegations began at a labor union event in Washington, D.C.
Oh, moving on.
Yep.
Temperatures this morning not too bad, into the 30s for most of us. We even have some 40s on the map there. 47 in Livingston, 44 out toward Whitehall. Pretty comfortable conditions as we're starting the day, mainly because we have a little bit of cloud cover sticking around. I can't rule out some passing showers in the mountains, but most of us stay dry today. This is going to be a much milder afternoon with less wind. We do have showers heading this direction. We're going to outline all those rain chances coming up here in just about 10 minutes.
Thank you for that, Matt. It is now 6:33. Last month, President Trump signed into law legislation that would ban any new mining operations on the doorstep of Yellowstone National Park, and environmental groups applauded it.
But that new law only applies to public lands, not privately owned land. MTN's Carson Vickroy was in Gardner last night, where the Crevice Mining Group held a public meeting.
Crevice Mining Group is hoping to mine gold near Jardine on private land. This comes after President Trump signed into law the Yellowstone Gateway Protection Act that bans mining on 30,000 public acres of the Custer-Gallatin National Forest. However, this could be beneficial.
Mining provides really good paying jobs worldwide, and particularly here in the United States, but it provides the raw materials, things that we need in our everyday lives.
The Treasure State is no stranger to mines. In fact, it is the 7th largest producer of gold in the U.S., but many residents from across southwest Montana have many reasons to oppose this mine.
Contamination, pollution, getting into groundwater, aquifers, all sorts of things. There's lots of geologic challenges that need to be verified at the early stage. And I think part of the challenge right now is that a lot of those early stage questions have not been properly answered.
Many people here in Gardner believe the cons outweigh the pros.
Certainly there would be some good paying jobs, but they would be pretty limited in scope and number. And it wouldn't add the zest to the economy like the zest that we see out of what happens in Yellowstone Park every year.
In Gardner, Carson Vickroy, MTN News.
Carson tells us the Crevice Mining Group is also using the small miner exclusion statement, which permits the construction of mines on less than 5 acres of land.
And a few weeks ago, we brought you the story of the Serenity Ranch near Belgrade, how they help both horses and women veterans.
We also told you all that stopped in its tracks when the ranch's training arena collapsed under piles of snow. MTN's Cody Boyer went back to Serenity Ranch and has an update.
Caitlin, Kevin, just coming back here to Serenity Ranch, I was greeted with smiles. Help from our story and word just getting out there has made it so that even though they have lost their barn in a tragic collapse, help is on the way.
I'm just grateful. You know, I just know I live in a wonderful place.
For Executive Director and Serenity Ranch founder Suzanne Carter, the destruction has only slowed her down, but didn't stop her.
We haven't been able to work horses, but, you know, which is a sad thing with this wonderful weather, but it's just everything, it just carries on the same.
We're continuing to fundraise and are really depending on donations so that we can provide our veteran program this summer.
Same goes for her daughter Lisa. She says shortly after the arena buckled, the community stepped up in full.
From this, we've raised over $1,100. Which is fantastic.
Lisa says the community has gone even further than just the donations following this massive arena damage. She says that the interest in volunteering has also gone up.
It's been wonderful. We've kind of been putting a little bit of our volunteers outreach on hold. We were waiting for the nicer weather, and we need help with riding and training as well.
With 90 horses, many coming from dark or wild pasts, both mother and daughter say every little bit makes a difference.
It just makes me feel really grateful and very happy because what we work so hard for and are working so hard for is to help both horses in need that have been through neglect and trauma themselves and to help female veterans.
It's a wonderful town to live in. The community is amazing.
Now Lisa says a little bit of help could go a long way, and you get a chance to do that on Saturday, April 13th from 11 to 2 when they're going to be holding a fundraiser right here at the Serenity Ranch. I'm Cody Boyer. Back to you.
Thank you for that, Cody. In other news, a Butte domestic violence shelter is hosting a weekend of events for sexual assault awareness. On Friday, the Safe Space shelter will hold a Take Back the Night walk, starting at the Butte Civic Center and walking down Harrison Avenue to take a stand against sexual violence. On Saturday, from 1 to 7, the shelter will hold a Rock Against Rape concert at the Butte Depot featuring local performers.
The purpose of both these events is to make people aware of sexual assault and the fact that it is the most underreported crime that happens.
Now, both events are free and open to the public, and donations are encouraged, which will, of course, go back to support the shelter.
In other headlines, Montana's 2020 race for governor already getting crowded. Yesterday, State Senator Al Olszewski of Kalispell became the third Republican to officially kick off his campaign for the seat. MTN News reported 2 weeks ago that Olszewski was candidate in the 2020 governor's race. He kicked off his campaign backed by more than 24 fellow legislators supporting him at a news conference in front of the state capitol. Kalispell State Senator joins 2 other prominent Republicans already in the race for governor, Attorney General Tim Fox and Secretary of State Corey Stapleton. Republican Congressman Greg Gianforte also is said to be considering the race, but has yet to announce publicly his 2020 campaign plans. Olszewski ran last year for the U.S. Senate, but came in 4th in a 4-way Republican primary to challenge Democratic U.S. Senator John Tester. Olszewski, an orthopedic surgeon, said he'll make affordable, accessible health care a centerpiece of his campaign.
And it is a sure sign of spring. Plowing in Glacier National Park is underway as crews work from west to east to open the Going to the Sun Road for the summer. Park spokesman Lauren Alley says it takes plow crews about 3 months to plow up to Logan Pass and install hundreds of guardrails. This year, pavement preservation will follow behind plows since paving can't happen until the roads are clear of snow. There is no ski, snowshoeing, hiking, or bicycle access beyond Lake McDonald Lodge while crews are working. Hiker and biker access is open to Rising Sun On the east side of the road, with millions of visitors every year, preservation techniques will maintain the heavily traveled roads. However, Allie says April and May weather can bring some challenges to the crews.
If it's a really warm day, they've got to come down because there is too high of an avalanche danger for them to work. On the other hand, we could get a blizzard, and that would also dump a lot of snow up there. They'd have to go back and redo some work.
Allie says that Going to the Sun Road will not be open before June 21st, which is on par with last season when it opened on June 23rd.